Greg, how optimistic should the Cowboys be?
The Cowboys, they should be very optimistic.
Oh.
Fans,
the players, right.
Fans and people like myself, not very optimistic.
Okay.
It was a huge blow losing Tyron Smith, excuse me.
Of course.
When you look at their offense, their passing offense, it still should be strong. CD, I think he's a viable number one option in supporting cast. Their running game, Jerry Jones has alluded to, we run through Zeke. I don't know if they need to run through Zeke or Pollard, but I think their running game will be okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Their defense, this is where I have problems.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yes, because their defense was anomalous
I thought that'd
last
be the
year.
strength of their
Oh.
They led
with this.
They led the league in interceptions and turnovers.
Yep.
Like, do you really believe that that's going to happen again? They
Scored
were
6 defensive touchdowns.
6 defensive touchdowns. This is where I believe they take a huge step back.
Wow.
And this step back is not the one you want when you look at an offense that I don't believe will be top 5 in offense, either passing or rushing. And so for me, it's easy. 1-1 is 2, Jerry.
Yeah.
This is not your year. The Eagles, by eye test, they've improved drastically this offseason. I believe the Eagles win this division. The Cowboys may get in as a wild card.
Yeah.
1-1 is 2
Yeah.
in Cowboy Nation,
Yeah.
America's team. This is not your year.
I agree with almost everything Greg said. The 1-1 is 2 to everyone except for Jerry Jones, evidently, and Terrence Howard. Google it, America. It's a great clip. But aside from that, Wildes, you know the clip.
I know the clip.
You're very online like me. No, it's not very stupid. After the show, Google Terrence Howard math, America. You will not be mad at me. All right, now, Greg brought up, I thought, some excellent points. I'm going to add to it because Greg left one thing out. Because Greg, while he's wearing a beautiful wedding ring, he has just as beautiful ring somewhere at home. It's a Super Bowl ring. And he won that Super Bowl for a team that was coached by Mike McCarthy. So Greg has a soft spot in his heart for Mike McCarthy. He does. Yes. He does. But the other reason Cowboys fans maybe shouldn't be feeling so great is because the most penalized team in football last year, who had 14 penalties in a playoff game, that they got their heads handed to them at home against Jimmy Garoppolo, who was terrible in that game, as he is always in the playoffs.
Jimmy wins.
Yeah, of course. And that game ended in as embarrassing a fashion of any football game I can remember. That guy's still in charge. So you have, I would argue, Brew, the least talented offensive line Dak's ever had by a mile.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's not even arguable.
Absolutely.
I would argue it is one of the least talented right now receiving cores until Michael Gallup gets there, right? Mm-hmm. The only year that was worse was the year they had to trade for Amari Cooper midway through the year because they had no viable receiving options. So that offense, which was number 1 in the league last year in points, number 1 in yards, I expect it to take a step back. And the defense, I think the defense should still be good, but not as game-changing as they were last year, to Greg's point. And because of that, I agree. I think the Eagles are the best team in the division, even if the Eagles aren't great. And I don't even know the Cowboys make the playoffs. I feel like they're an 8-9 team that's going to struggle really bad early with 2 brutal opening games against the Bucs and the Bengals.
Okay, look, I've said it. They are America's team. I'm sorry, Wildes. I know you think it's the Patriots, but they're America's team. So it is about a Super Bowl. That's what it's about. So if that's the standard, then no, I'm not optimistic if I'm a Cowboys fan. But you guys, I think, took it too far. Philadelphia, everybody's on the Eagles, okay? The Eagles were 0-6.
I thought everybody was on the Bills.
The Eagles, I'm talking, but yes, the Bills and the AFC and the Eagles to a lesser degree, of course. But the Eagles were 0-6 last year against playoff teams.
That's true.
0-6. I mean, people act like they were just juggernaut. And Jalen Hurts, I love his intangibles. I'm worried about the tangibles, though. He can run, but
fair.
How well can he throw the football? Look, the defense, I don't think they'll duplicate the takeaways that they had last year. But Dan Quinn is legit, okay? And they added the players last year, and he turned that from one of the worst defenses we had seen to one of the best in the league. And I think they'll get better, they won't get more takeaways, but they'll be a better overall defense. Offensively, I do have questions about the line, but Zeke, I think, will be fine. I think the running game is going to be good. Whether it's Zeke more so or Zeke and Pollard.
Be able to make it happen.
I think they're going to have to. I think the running game will be good. And I think Dak, I think this is the year Dak really can show he can carry a team. Now, I'm not thinking they can get out of the NFC, but I do think they win the NFC East and get to the playoffs.
Can I stir the pot a little bit?
Sure. Pot.
Nick rolled out a soft take earlier. It's like a family and friends
Yeah.
opening of a restaurant.
It's going to be tough for you.
Nice.
Great.
He said, if the Cowboys start 2-4, you lose to Tom Brady.
6th game is at Philadelphia on national television. They lose that game
Joe
to
Burrow.
fall to 2-4.
Maybe even lose to the Giants.
Yeah, that's the schedule, Greg. Look
Maybe
at the
Mike
column.
McCarthy's not the
Say
guy,
it with your
Greg.
chest, Nick.
Maybe you're a guy.
Go ahead.
And you've put up a shield for Mike McCarthy. Do you feel confident in Mike McCarthy this year and that Jerry is sticking with him through heck or high water?
Well, the
don't.
take.
Oh no! Greg!
I gotta be
During the
honest.
season,
I gotta
he
be
could be gone.
I do not believe that during the season that they would make a change. I do not believe that. Because Jerry, for what is worth, he has this just obsession with proving people that I am right.
Right.
But let's get back to
right.
what you were saying. Let's get back to you not having faith. Let's get back to that.
So when I look at this team,
Yeah.
and it's not just about the players and the personnel, because we would all agree, even last year, they have players and personnel.
Right.
At some point, you have to start looking at, okay, is this the right coach? I'm not saying Mike McCarthy isn't a good coach. I believe he is, and he was for us. But is he the right fit for the Dallas Cowboys? That will start to become my question. I know it's already become others' questions. But pending how they start the season and how everything starts to unfold, I will have to slide over.
Wow.
And
Wow.
Say,
My guy.
oh, man. Like,
Yeah.
we got to do something.
Nick's got him getting fired after week 6.
No, I know. No,
You go say it with your chest. Man. Come on.
That was
It's
a
going to be
soft
great if it
opening
happens.
of a
You
take.
look like
I
a
said
stud.
it would. I said
Off lunch.
Yeah, I said I wouldn't be shocked if.
It's in pencil.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
in
me.
Sharpie,
I didn't hear
pencil.
it. I don't even hear
It's
it.
in pencil.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.